Hi there folks, Gareth here, and we're having a look at the Verus High Pro Shield for the Huawei Nexus. Doesn't say 6P, but just the Huawei Nexus. Well, this was sent to me by Mobilefun, and it looks to be a rather tasty looking cover for your device. Obviously I'm using a Spigen one, which doesn't quite cover the whole thing, and I am a wee bit concerned. I wanted something that was as tight to the device as possible to keep the profile down, but we're going to dare to take this off to move on to this baby here. Alright, so inside the device, or inside the case, which is, it's very similar to, I think Spigen do send them out in these as well when they're larger cases, but Verus design label, certificate of authenticity, very handy whenever it comes to buying a cover. So it comes in two parts and we have to put it together onto the back of it. Okay, so I guess the main point of something like that, the certificate of authenticity, is because you're paying 23 quid for a phone case. That's quite nice. To actually have a little bit of peace of mind that it's the correct thing, or the real deal. Okay, so this, I'm guessing, is an anti-mold design inside to let air filter through. I don't know that for sure. I've always just imagined that that's what these patterns are for inside, because I've had cases in the past where I've left it on for 6 months and then opened the phone and found that sweat had dribbled through and collected inside the actual phone case, and the back of the phone had turned all mouldy and it was minging. So there we go, that's a start of it. Oh, no, this way around. That goes on there like that. That goes down there, that clips around there. And that's an end of it. So that is what it looks like. It does increase the outside, or the actual profile of the phone, considerably. It is chunky, it is large, but it's a very nice design. I do regret getting this Nexus 6P because it has the aluminium back and it's incredibly difficult to keep in your hand without slipping. That's why I quite like that rubberized back. I didn't drop it quite as often. There is a basic kind of pattern across here. Whilst it doesn't make it non-slip, it's a little bit better. We have cutouts for the camera, flash, and any sensors that are in there, for the microphone and for the touch sensor on the back. There's Verus logo there, and there's a big line across here. That keeps the cutout on the back there, that design that some people don't like, but I absolutely love. And then it's got, oh, that looks quite deep actually. That's where the headphones obviously go, and I don't know if my headphones will actually work with that. That sits up about 0.5 centimetre, maybe 4 millimeters, perhaps. I don't have my headphones here to test, but that's a wee bit of a concern. But I'll certainly put that in the review. Down here we have a USB-C connector. Obviously it's just a big hole. That's not really going to have any effects on the cable once you insert it. And then the buttons themselves are very easy to use. They are clicky. You can feel the click through them from the actual phone, and they sit out a decent amount that you can actually use them. And obviously it says Verus Design Lab there. Yeah, it looks like a fairly decent cover. Not a bad Not a bad stab by Verus. Certainly gives Spidgeon and most of the other companies a run for their money. Quite nice indeed. And the blues, somewhat lovely. Yeah, it comes in silver and various other colours. I'll put a link in the show notes below from where you can get this from Mobilefun. And $22.99 is a lot to pay for a case, so you have to know that this is what you actually want. I don't know that I will be using this day and daily because this has a lot smaller of a profile. This adds quite a bit to it, and I can't quite reach the top corner, whereas this I can get quite a bit closer to it. Well, I suppose there's millimeters in it, but then this only expands it out by a millimeter each side, really. Yeah, so that's the Verus Pro case. What is it called again? The High Pro Shield. And it will certainly take a fair few drops before you really have to worry about changing it. Yeah, lovely. Thanks for watching.